Hi there, sixth graders. Welcome to English class for today. I'm calling this video today, Pattern 5 by the Pool. We're on Mrs. Duran's back porch, and I just decided I wanted to get outside today because it feels nice. And so I decided to make our video for class today out here. So we are starting chapter 13, and that takes us into learning about our last pattern that we're going to learn about this year, and that is pattern 5. So make sure to get your Shurley textbook out. Pause the video and grab it now if you don't have it. We are on page, I think it's page 380 for you. We're looking at reference 183. So grab your stuff and let's get started. So reference 183 tells us about pattern 5, okay? In pattern 5, we are dealing with predicate adjectives. Now, pattern 4, we did predicate noun, where the noun in the predicate renames the subject. It tells us what the subject is. Remember that question we asked in our question and answer flow? Does this word mean the same thing as the subject? And the answer was yes, so we labeled it predicate noun. Well, in pattern 5, the word in the predicate is an adjective, and it doesn't rename the subject, but it tells us about the subject. Okay, that's why we call it a predicate adjective. It's an adjective because it modifies the subject, which is a noun, and it's in the predicate of the sentence. Okay, but it's telling us about the subject of the sentence. Okay, so in reference 183, it also says that the predicate adjective is located after the linking verb. Pattern 4 and pattern 5 have linking verbs, not action verbs. Okay. Number 3 says a predicate adjective tells us what kind of subject. Instead of saying what kind, I like to say, when we're doing our question and answer flow, remember from pattern 4 we said, does this word mean the same thing as the subject? I like to say, does it tell us what the subject is like? Okay? So you'll hear that as we go through the question and answer flow. We're going to label predicate adjectives, capital P, capital A. Okay? And the core, our pattern label for pattern 5, is subject noun, linking verb, predicate adjective, pattern 5. Okay? So I'm going to take the camera off me and put it onto my board over here, and we're going to do some practicing. Okay? Pattern 5, the predicate adjective pattern. Our label is capital P, capital A. The adjective that we're concerned with is located in the predicate of the sentence. It's after the linking verb, but it's going to modify the subject. So I'm giving you an example right here. Here's my sentence. The sun is bright. So I'm going to go through the question and answer flow and see if you follow along. What is bright? Sun. Subject noun. What's being said about sun? Sun is. Verb. Sun is what? Bright. Now, does bright mean the same thing as sun? No. Does bright tell us what the sun is like? Yes. That means the word bright is describing our subject noun. That makes bright our predicate adjective. And that tells us is a linking verb and not a helping verb. Okay? And then A is our article. Go back to the verb. Divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. This is a declarative sentence. My pattern label, subject noun, linking verb, predicate adjective, pattern 5. Okay? So again, pattern 5. We must have a linking verb for it to be pattern 5. We must have an adjective in the predicate that goes back and describes our subject. Think about it. If I want to describe the sun, I could put this word in front of the sun. Bright sun. Okay? This word is describing our subject noun. Okay? Let's try a little bit more. Get rid of this board. Okay, my lunch is delicious. What is delicious? Lunch. Subject noun. What's being said about lunch? Lunch is. Verb. Lunch is what? Delicious. Does delicious mean the same thing as lunch? Not quite. Does delicious tell me what my lunch is like? Yes. So delicious is describing my lunch. It's an adjective, it's in the predicate, And it's describing my subject. That makes it a predicate adjective. That makes my verb a linking verb. Okay, remember sometimes these verbs act like helping verbs, but if there's no action, then it has to be a linking verb. Okay? Whose lunch? My lunch. Possessive, pronoun, adjective. Period, statement, declarative sentence. Go back to the verb. Here's where I divide. My pattern label is subject, noun, linking verb, predicate, adjective, pattern 5. Okay. Next, before breakfast, my brother was hungry. Uh-oh, I got a prepositional phrase this time. Before breakfast. Before preposition. Breakfast, object of the preposition. My brother was hungry. Who was hungry? Brother. Subject, noun. What's being said about brother? Brother was. Verb. Brother was what? Hungry. Does hungry mean the same thing as brother? No, it doesn't mean the same thing, but it tells me what the brother is like. Okay, so does hungry tell me what the brother is like? Yes, so the brother is hungry. Hungry brother. Predicate adjective. Linking verb. My. Possessive pronoun adjective. Before breakfast tells me when this was happening, so this should be part of the predicate. My brother is the subject. So that is our underlining. D for declarative. I went ahead and separated it here. Brother, go back to the verb. You could put the line there, but I just put it there. Subject, noun, linking verb, predicate adjective, pattern 5. Okay, a couple more. Just to practice. Mrs. Duran's lesson was too long. I hope you don't think so. What was too long? Lesson. Subject, noun. What's being said about lesson? Lesson was. Verb. Lesson was what? Long? I think this sentence is a lie, but this is what we have written. Does long mean the same thing as lesson? No, but it tells us what the lesson is like. So this is our predicate adjective. That means was a linking verb. How long? Too long. Adverb. Whose lesson? Mrs. Duran's. Possessive, noun, adjective, period. Statement, declarative sentence. Go back to the verb. We'll divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. Subject, noun, linking verb, predicate adjective, pattern 5. The students were very distracted. Surely not. This board is not saying what's true about our class, but some students might be distracted, but not my students. The students were very distracted. Who were distracted? Students. Subject, noun. What's being said about students? Students were. Verb. Students were what? Distracted. Distracted mean the same thing as, does distracted mean the same thing as students? No, but it tells us what the students were like. So this is our predicate adjective. That makes were a linking verb. How distracted? Very distracted. Adverb, the article. Period, statement, declarative sentence. Go back to the verb and separate. Subject, noun, linking verb, predicate adjective. Pattern 5. Okay? Pattern 5 is not difficult once you know pattern 4. Okay? Pattern 5, we have linking verbs, not action verbs. In pattern 5, we have an adjective in the predicate that modifies the subject of our sentence. Okay? Okay, so go ahead and work on your practice. I think it's called pattern 5 practice number 1 for today. Okay? Miss you guys. Have a great day. Bye.